F1-E now turns to Azerbaijan. With Renault, Jaguar and Venturi Williams all bringing new upgrades. 1 round earlier than expected before the new main European season starts in Italy for round 7. Major progress was made for Renault and Venturi Williams. Renault were showing they had the fastest times, with being at least 6/10 clear of the next fastest Cheetah car, which of course their DS engine was providing good pace as well. Venturi Williams were even posting times in the top 10, somewhere they haven't been all season long. The same couldn't be said for Jaguar. Jaguar's upgrades looked lethargic and slow. It looks like they'll be at the back once again. Piquet said this would be his last race for Jaguar and said he would be looking for a drive elsewhere in 2020. Although Piquet said that he may find it tough to find a drive at another team because of his previous record in Formula 1 of the previous Crashgate saga from 2008. So with that then, the eyes will all be on Renault and Venturi Williams to see how much progress they have made in qualifying compared to the existing pecking order of Mercedes, Ferrari and Red Bull. Moving to the qualifying results now. Daniel Ricciardo puts on pole 10th to his teammate Nico Hülkenberg as a Renault 1-2. Cheetah show their good paces. Kubica is only half a second behind Ricciardo. He starts 3rd, and Lewis Hamilton continues his good pace for 4th. Vettel is the first of the Ferraris for once. He is 1,000th off Hamilton's pace and starts P5. Verline with his good qualifying cites Massa, Gasly and Vanny at the top 10. Verne once again starts outside the top 10, but he starts 11th, so that's a promising mean he could actually get some points, especially the fact his teammate starts in 3rd. Van Dorn starts 12th as well, and more crucially sees Max Verstappen down in a disappointed 16th place as he was over time, as Kevin Magnussen crashed with no time. So hello everyone and welcome back to another video of the F1-E mod. Today we're going to do episode number 6 for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Upon Baku, of course, we know how crazy this race can be in real life. Imagine what happened if Formula E cars went round it. Well, alas, we won't be finding out because this is a joint mod between Formula 1 and Formula E. So yes, if you missed the last episode, please sure to go and check it out. Playlist will be is on my channel, so with all the episodes, should you have missed an episode and you need to catch up. But in here to Azerbaijan, let's go down to the grid and see what Jeff has to say.
Right, let's be patient going into turn 1. We want to be in a good position for the rest of the race. Good luck.
Well, I say patient, we're not going to do well. I mean, our starts are bad, and Azerbaijan is not a good track for me. For some reason, this track does not play well for me. I don't know what it is. It should do because I think it's got a high lap time which goes against me. I prefer strong as it's a usual dismal. I don't need to describe the start. The start was dismal. We're down to 11th place as Leclerc and Massa won the former Ferrari. Verne had to go down the inside of Verne there to avoid going into the error of the DS Cheetah car, once again showing that it is lacking. But we'll see how their pace goes down improves, as we've got Nazar there as well, also making up some places. That's pretty much sure that's the highest of Porsche Dragon cars we've been this season, and Nazar as well. Let's see if we can go and have a look now. John Verne's corner we can do, and although it's a corner car, nobody cares. Through to the castle section now. It is back in P10, although expect, of course, that Cheetah car I mean, the Audi engine is woeful. As it's, it's more, the gap is less in real life than what it is in this mod, but we're going to have slipstream on Vern. Van Dorn is looking close, but we're going to close off Van Dorn and go back down the inside of Vern and retake P10. That's what we need to keep doing in this race.
Great pass.
Moving to lap 3 now, we've got Massa and Leclerc, one former Ferrari driver. They've been caught by Carlos Sainz and McLaren DNW. He's going to go down the inside of both of them, locks up a little bit, but takes both places away from them. Now Leclerc and Massa are going side by side. We're going to have a front row seat, so we're going to catch up to both of them. Leclerc tries to go around the outside. Massa's going to keep turning to the inside. Massa is hanging on in there. He's being aggressive, but unfortunately can't get position. We're going to have a look down inside Felipe Massa as we did on Vern and back up into P9.
Good job.
And Felipe Massa is pretty much the most one of the most popular person in Italy. When I was in Me Pre, if you haven't seen that thing, I was trying to do the I thing. They were singing. They had a song. They made a song out of it. As Massa's coming on, we're going to have to brake. Otherwise, would have clouted into Massa. We're the only one coming in, so let's see if we can get an undercut on Massa. Although we probably won't do because we lost out on my hands of brake. We shouldn't have had to brake that early as we come out in last place. PK and Magnussen. K-Mag not making that much progress. Expect that he to make progress a little, especially against PK in the Jaguar. Maybe that Jaguar upgrade is keeping it ahead of that Porsche Dragon car, although Nazar is ahead of them, so we'll have to wait and see. And that having to brake actually cost me a position ahead of Massa. As Vettel. Not sure what's happened to Vettel, but he definitely wasn't near to Leclerc and Massa.
Okay, car ahead is now running the super soft tyre. That's the super soft on the car ahead.
I'm going to go down the inside again on Felipe Massa. Same place as last time. A little bit more aggressive, but we forced the issue on there on Massa. And we're back up into P14. So yes, Vettel seems to have had lost out, and our teammate seems to have gained as well. So Massa is going to go past Mercedes versus Audi. We are going to. He's gone past it before the DRS activation point, and now he's getting away from us. Look, I can't even dive it back down the inside. So Massa's got that P9 ahead of us, and we're back to T10. Although we will have DRS on Massa. See what we can do. We've got a teammate behind us. No team orders from Red Bull because Verstappen has been playing so poorly this season. That means we're going to go down the inside. Massa gives us the space very kindly, and we go back up to P9. Now we've got to try and get ahead of that Williams in the middle sector.
Good job, nice overtake.
Where is it? But yes, Leclerc and Vettel have come out side by side, which is unusual for those two. Unfortunately, though, it doesn't last for Massa. We can't make the speed up. And look at that overspeed. He's already into turn 2, and I'm just in Kyrgyzstan. A long way away from those people who don't know where that is. We're gonna get closer though. As close as live, we're gonna have DRS. Jonic Verder's got in front of Verstappen again. Thought about trying to do something there, but alas, we didn't have the space. Down the inside of Massa again, and we do make the position once again in our new favourite overtaking spot around this track. Have to wait and see if we can maintain that, although I doubt it because the fact of the matter is the Audi engine has got as much power as a lead balloon. And Massa, and now Vern's going past. They've all got DRS. Even Verstappen's going to have a go at us. That's how bad I was. Massa locks up. Vern claps in, but we've got nowhere to go, and that's us outside the points now. I mean, you need a good, strong engine. You need a Mercedes or Ferrari engine. I know the Renaults have got good upgrades. It's probably put their engine on par with the engine, which is why they're having fun with Verstappen now. Is going to have a go at us. And now we're going to squeeze Verstappen home. And we're going to have down to turn 1. Van Dorn gets involved. If Verstappen fails to overtake and Van Dorn follows through. So Van Dorn is now to 12th. Meanwhile, up ahead we've got Pascal Wehrlein. He's doing a good job. I think he's in P6. I'm saying that he's slowing down. And it looks like, is there going to be smoke out that Williams? He's going slower definitely than the BMW. Yes, slows down.
Caution.
We've got another car going slow. I think it's Mercedes. It's Hamilton. So Mercedes have a puncture again. Yes, Hamilton's got a puncture. Going back to the pits. He's not out the race. But Wehrlein, that's unlucky for him. He's on for 6th place.
The car in front is 4.9 seconds.
If they keep this up, then surely they'll get some good points later on. But yes, and it's going off to the side now, moving to the last lap with a huge plume of engine smoke. Unfortunately, is Felipe Massa. So it's going to be disastrous race for Williams, with reliability costing their upgrades, and clearly Williams, it's absolute heartbreak for Williams. As Verstappen's got in front of Van Dorn as well, so we're going to have 8th and 9th. I mean, there's going to be a couple of questions answered. If Verstappen doesn't improve his endgame, surely he should be fine and replaced. Who do we replace him with? That's going to be the question. Probably have to wait to the end of the season anyway, Red Bull, before they can do anything. But for Williams, it's heartbreak. They had such a good qualifying. We're on for a double point score, and alas, they don't do it. Daniel Ricciardo has won the Grand Prix, getting Renault's first victory this season.
The tank is empty.
And I believe Renault's first victory in F1 since 2000. It's the first F1 victory, I think, since 2009. Obviously, there are more recent victories in Formula E before they were draws. We come out the final corner. We're going to have enough over Verstappen. We've got 20. Got enough fuel. We're in hot lap mode, although it might switch down to thing. But we've got enough over Verstappen, and it is going to be P8.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
That would be no points for us. There would be no points for Red Bull if Hamilton had his punch and the 2 Williams hadn't retired. But Ricciardo wins from Hülkenberg, Kubica finishes 3rd, Leclerc gets 4th, and Vettel is 5th. Although those two, we could have had 4th place if we had the pace. Sainz is 6th, with Werner getting up to 7th, Gasly 8th. Sorry, ourselves 8th, Verstappen 9th, and Van Dorn running up top 10. Ericsson is 11th, although surely that's the end of his days after no points again for him. Perez is 12th, Massa is 13th, Giovinazzi is 14th, Russell shows good pace with 15th, Magnussen is 16th, Piquet is effectively last, with Massa retiring, Hamilton being lapped with his puncher, and Wehrlein also retiring. So at the top of the championship now, Leclerc now has a 9-point lead over ourselves in 2nd. Hamilton no scoring, that means we open up a 5-point gap on him. Ricciardo and Hülkenberg, big jumpers now. They're 8 points behind Hamilton for Ricciardo and another what's that? I can't do the maths. 11 points for Hülkenberg, with Kubica, Vettel now, and Verstappen and Sainz there in 7th, 8th and 9th having a big fight, and Werner a long way behind. In terms of the constructors, it's very close between Ferrari and Renault now. Renault showing their good pace, with Red Bull ourselves in 3rd, with Mercedes dropping all the way to 4th, Cheetah 5th, and McLaren is 6th, and no change between the bottom 4, although Williams could have pretty much shifted up to 7th place, so that's what they are going to get. So yes, if you enjoyed this episode of F1-E Mod, leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you see more episodes like this. Until the next video, I'll see you next time. Take care, thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.